be quiet.
Okay.
What do we got going on
Bye-bye.
here? Moxie, back to you.
And back to you, Jenkins.
Okay, so we're on Tinker heading.
Oi, Jenkins, you've been promoted, mate. You went
Oh, hell yeah, baby boy.
from... Look at you up front.
Yeah, whoever did that, thank you.
The thing is, though, only we really enjoy that. No one in chat right now is like, damn, look at Jenkins
Well,
promoted.
nobody
There's got to be one person in there that's like, yeah, Jenkins.
Everybody in
Duma
chat.
squad."
Wait, what?
Jenkins Dota on Twitter. Yo, shout outs to whoever does these things on the screen. Shout outs to you.
Damn.
I would also request that you put yourself on there.
Yeah, do
You're,
it. Yeah,
a homie.
100%.
Dire's courier has been killed.
They're not going to do that.
Please.
Oh,
do
no,
it.
they are. They're just typing. They're like, oh, we got the green light, we got the green light. Go, 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 go.
It's their time to shine.
Lamau. Dude, even the full stop. Quite
He's
brutal.
going for the bit of a snipe.
This is like Crystal's favorite hero as well.
That's the Chad IO move.
Yeah, already got that courier there too.
I won't
Thank you,
lie.
AJ.
This is one of those things where bringing out your courier just to the edge of your base, it saves like 1 second.
Okay, you are such a boomer to say that.
He's literally the youngest person on this broadcast.
Yeah, but
How is he a boomer?
That's still a boomer. Talent are old.
Yeah, the issue
That's
is,
why we're talent.
like, I'm a 5 player, right? And it's just like, my salve comes out a minute late. I should be fine. But anyway, very cool that Chris is able to run on in there and under the cover of disguise.
He
of the
didn't get
courier.
anything, did he?
He got the
courier.
Kunkka. He got the Kunkka.
Got the courier.
He did?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I mean. It's like,
Oh,
yeah, nice man,
I was
bro.
disappointed noise.
Yeah.
never
Jenkins.
mind. My boy. This is a weird lane. Veno IO. I mean, I suppose the idea is just to like out-sustain. You just have this incredible harass from all of Veno's poison, and then IO just heals the Veno, and you don't really ever like go for kills unless you get them low enough.
I think my concern is in game number 1, right? We were talking about how Crystal's just had like a free game. He was essentially allowed to just stay in the lane for as long as possible, hit the camps that he wanted in that area, and no one ever really challenged him. Are they going to be able to do that challenge this time around? Or is he going to just continue? Like, this is also, again, his favorite / best hero.
I
You don't want to allow him to just have all
Kunkka was-
breathing space.
Kunkka was a good pick. Like, Kunkka's good at hunting a Monkey King, just because you can get him from such a long range that out of smoke, you can't jump into trees, so it's something. I mean, I think they have answers. The question is, like, how comfortable are they on these heroes that they can make the rotations? Because I think it's a question of comfort rather than do they have the heroes for it. Because they had the heroes for it last game, to a degree, but they just didn't. And so this looks like a completely different draft, and from looking at their previous games, it looks more in line with what I saw in that series.
Mastermind's sitting very low here against Stormer.
He's getting slammed here.
All he's got is that Fairy Fire right now. Oh, he's got a bottle. All right. He's got the bottle there. Gonna get regen back up. But this is not fun to play against.
That was cute. Do you see that he tanked the melee creep so that he could get the deny between his auto attacks? That was really nice. It's like it's little things like that that make these mid laners so good. I mean, you've never seen off laner doing that. They're like way too lazy.
Oh, who needs to deny? I just got this creep CS. But yeah, right now, Entity, they're kind of doing what they need to do, which is they're just free farming. I think Ghost Frogs, one of the weaknesses they have is because of Shadow Fiend being more of the right-click style hero, Tree needs to get into the middle of them to get that kill threat to unlock the damage of Ghost Frog's safe lane. And that doesn't really happen when you have IO Venom, right? Like if Tree's not tanky enough to deal with this. So yeah, this off lane isn't going to be going as well for Ghost Frogs as maybe they expected within the draft, right? When they pick Tree, they're like, okay, we'll win our safe lane, don't worry guys. Shadow Fiend's going to free farm, but they're not going to start netting kills unless, Entity's grossly out of position.
This time around, it doesn't feel like there's necessarily a clear-cut time of when we're going to see these mid players making rotations either, right? Because like with the previous game, something like Puck, Queen of Pain, you know that once they get that ultimate online, they're going to try to make some moves. But with this Tinker and, of course, the Kunkka, are we going to see as active, or do you think they're going to kind of hang around the mid lane for a bit?
Kunkka definitely wants to be active.
I think it's different for both heroes, where Tinker, it's the how quick can he race to 6. With 6, just TP, suddenly laser rocket side lane.
It's a slow...
Can J4 get in range
They
of the night?
find it? Can they get there?
Does he have to get in range?
He's
Oh,
making
he
up
does
the-
now.
he's
He
going for
does.
spirits.
Oh, no.
Kataomi. Cheeky little play there.
But going back to the whole idea of rotations and stuff, it's Kunkka needs to have the active rune to get him to the side lane to want to make that play.
Right.
Whilst Tinker, level 6, it will just be a casual TP if the enemy is close enough to the tower to utilize both laser and rocket. But yeah, a little bit more farm orientated from both heroes, trying to use that small camp. You know, Tinker 25 to 16, well on the way to level 6 to the Kunkka, who's kind of
I guess
existing right now.
my thought process is that I feel like Tinker, once he gets to the blink, like his early mid-game timing is a lot stronger than a Kunkka's. Like Tinker just becomes this hero that you can't deal with. So the pressure is on Mastermind just based on the fact that he's like a weaker hero at that point than Tinker. So it's like, okay, the early game is when I need to get an advantage because you're not going to be playing against like a Blink BKB Bloodstone Tinker or Aghanim Scepter. I don't know what the build is right now for Tinker, but it becomes such a pain in the ass to deal with the hero.
But that's why I kind of like, I don't mind Ghostfrog's heroes, because if they play into that, right? If they allow the fact that Entity will have strong lanes, will be quite a nuisance. If they just react accordingly, get the kill here and there, Kunkka TPs in, punishes maybe a wrong blink from a Tinker, or Monkey King diving in, that ability to return a fight with Tree, with Willow, Razor, like all these heroes are perfect counter-aggression heroes. So they need to play in the fact that they're not going to be going to find kills. The kills will come to them. They just need to make sure they're ready, have the resources to take that fight. Because, you know, we've seen how confident Entity is. When they think they have a lead, they're going to try and run you down.
I mean, that's something that SVG has been saying consistently, right, is the fact that when you're playing Dota, you, A, don't want to ever play to just sustain within a lane, because that's just not the way you win the game. But on top of that, it's forcing your enemy to make the moves into you. It's forcing their hand, saying, okay, I'm going to go to this area and I'm going to farm or take your tower, and either you can allow me to just take it or you have to deal with me. Which one is the worst?
Yeah, you want to be getting like super fat, or you want to be killing them. That's the idea, I think, that like you're getting so many stacks and so many creeps in the lane that it's like, you know, quote unquote, like going even is not good, because it's not really going even when you're stacking or you're killing them. And I think that just like historically, you've seen at TI, like that's how teams win TI is. That is just a literal solo kill. All right.
Solo kill. Nukamati.
Okay, Fishman Dota, my boy.
Double damage.
Cheeky little DD. Bleed blue.
No boots either. He just ran in there. You know, the night vision on Bane.
J4? Man, supports are just falling left and right.
It's a great Vessel game for Toby. Super
Yeah,
good
if he gets
against
it quick enough as well, right? It's
Yeah.
going to be so disruptive. You know, the reason why, of course, Kunkka with the run buff, going to mitigate that a little bit. You got the Treant Protect the Hills, going to mitigate that a little bit. Shadow Fiend pre-BKB, if he wants to go for maybe more mask style build that we've seen as well, mitigate that also by a little bit.
Even Razor and Dark Willow, these heroes die to magic damage, so just adding more on top of that, and like you can't regen through it.
And the teleports over into the mid lane. They're going to try to punish Stormer. They'll get it with one final hit. The Nightmare coming out from Fishman. He is going to have to back off a little bit, but they do manage to kill the tanker. Top lane, Toby taking a lot of damage. That slow does, of course, have Kataomi keeping him alive and healthy. Is Kataomi leading the charge now? With a couple spirits, that's another kill for the IO.
And I think the main adaptation of IO that we're seeing is the fact it's an IO playing with his orbs. He's not going for just pure, one.
He's playing with his balls.
With his balls, yeah. No, sorry. Yeah,
I'm just going to put that out, because that's what everybody's thinking.
No, that's
so
what I was
thinking.
thinking as well.
I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there.
Okay, yeah, so Kataomi is currently playing with his balls in the lower division of DPC. 3 points in him, he has 3 balls. And yeah, this is what's
that's
giving
normal,
him...
isn't it?
Yeah, of course, for us. It's that fact that he's able to just really get that extra little bit of damage required to kill off Shadow Fiend. When you are slowed down, every ball will connect into the Shadow Fiend.
I like that Toby is going 3 points in his W as well. He's like, all right, I'm playing into an SF. If I throw wards down, I'm just going to feed. He's putting the wards in the trees, not for any reason other than just to give vision for the TPs.
And even the tree, right? Like you mentioned, it's the fact that tree, as he walks past, if he gets clipped by one and galed...
There it is.
Then
the
All right, here's the rotation coming out from Mastermind. He's going to throw a torrent, lands over onto Toby. Kataomi's going to have to break away here. And he is going to be the first to fall to own it.
Well, Entity aren't going to be too disheartened by that, right? Like, you trade off your IO for your Venom to walk away.
Literally says nice here,
Yeah.
Someone's got to die.
Exactly.
Might as well be the IO.
Yeah, I think Toby's feeling lucky that he didn't also die there.
And then blink. Instantly blink, go in, but the Dire does have a ward there, so they are going to see this initial blink down the lane. Owned me and Nukamati should be able to disengage a little bit here. not falling victim to this one rotation of the Blink Dagger.
Are they though, T? Are they?
I was trying to hype him up.
Are they? A Fairy Fire gets used by Own Me, Shadow Realm, and also a little bit of Living Armor. Gonna try to keep Own Me alive, but Crystallis is hungry. He wants this kill. Can they find it? That's the question, because Fisher's taking too much damage under the tower. He will fall. Crystallis looking for the top down, finds himself a kill on Owned Me. Doesn't have much mana left here. Even throws out the tip. A little cheeky here.
It was a debate.
It was a, yeah.
They were
and this is
debating.
gonna be a courier to Fiat.
Oh, and that courier.
Sorry, Nukamati.
There's another one.
There's another one. Can you get it?
Oh,
Oh, he got the right tree. He's got the tree movement on. That's how he knew.
What a good PC you
What?
have there, Mastermind.
If you have the tree movement on, I don't know who the hell said it, but if you have the tree movement on, you see the monkey jump, you can see what tree he goes to. It moves.
Oh,
There's a little
smart.
shake.
There's a little bit of a shake. So my crappy PC is a real issue, I'm learning.
It is pay to win, you know? Gotta get that good upgrade. Top lane. Gonna try to make some moves over onto J4. Mastermind, though, he's on his way.
They do have room.
Punish this. They'll pull up here with that Requiem, the fear right into the corner.
Oh, the
plus
double.
Overgrowth. J4 still looking a little unhealthy as he's going to be next to Poftikatomi. They'll get the ultimate off. The follow-up, though. Crystallis is here. He's jumping forward with Stormstormer. They need the vision. They'll find Ulnit. They want this kill for sure as they're going to creep forward and forward. That Boundless. Toby getting a double kill.
We got to see a little bit of a glimpse into the future of how they're going to be enabling this Tinker. You had that Plague Ward down, which gave vision after the fact Venom died. Then you also had Monkey King on the tree. You know, Tinker getting off all the damage that he wanted.
Alice wants this.
They might just TP the Tinker backed up again to try and go for this Kunka kill.
Gonna bottle up here.
He's kind of. I just goes back to mid. Okay.
You know, the difference in this game versus the last one is that Ghost Frogs had a similar draft with the Bane IO. Oh, he's going for a
This
solo?
is classic Crystallis here.
Okay.
Sees himself a kill and will immediately jump on in.
When you're ahead, this lineup looks really good because you're actually like running around the map, nightmaring people in side lanes, and then relocating in and killing them. Like this.
Just like that. Ta-da! Guess who's here? Crystallis was just here, and now he's back. And now you're dead.
Like, this is easy when everybody's like across the map, like having to farm.
And we're kind of also seeing how IO Bane, in that previous game, right? When you aren't winning the lanes and you have that lead and be able to just push into your opponent, it feels so hard. But this game, Entity, they have a little bit more of a lead. They have that ability to play with this confidence. So IO Bane, it now feels good. You know, Fishman is running in brazenly. Suddenly, boop, comes in a relocate. You have to capitalize on that. And now we're going to look to see how does Fishman play this Bane to continue finding these sleep setups to keep enabling this. Oh, it's a little shock.
That's Fishman. That was Fishman's camera.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, he was playing like a shark.
Shark.
I think that's a different guy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think that was the most efficient use of a relocate either in that top.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Who gives a shit? It's a low cooldown.
I forgot to flame someone. You said low. I was like, and then you said cooldown. I was like, my man.
Whatever. You're getting kills. It's on the enemy mid. He's doing fairly well.
Okay, all right. Here we
We're
go.
gonna smoke
Ghost
up.
Frogs smoking up. They're creeping up on Toby here. There is, of course, Fishman, though. They try to go for the save. Open up. Brambles over here. Toby walk into them, plus that ghost ship. But Io nearby. All right, they were able to burst down Toby. They're going to go back in. They'll end up losing Fishman. This Io also getting scared away. Takes that Requiem. Stormstormer. Nice Boundless, though, coming out from Crystallis. Going to hop down. They need a little bit more damage. Stormstormer will fall. Oh, this is looking very bad for Entity as Ghost Frogs get themselves a team wipe.
Yeah, this is kind of what like we were mentioning during the draft, the idea that Ghost Frogs, if they react to that one bit of over-aggression from Entity, they have the heroes to get the kills. They just need to connect in the right moment. And Entity, they enter this fight kind of with the confidence of, we can take any fight. You know, we've got the heroes, we've got the items right now, just go for it. Why not? And
Relo in.
they get punished for it.
He's alone.
No, Katomi's got some friends.
Oh,
Just
they're
needed them to
nearby.
catch up. Maybe they can get a kill on J4, and that looks to be the case.
Yeah,
Toby's on a killing spree.
Are they going to... Oh, could have got the X. But for Entity right there, they need to be so careful. Because if you look at the net worth, even though the game feels like, you know, the Tinker show right now, going to any lane, like the start of this fight, it is Ghost Frogs initiating on Venom Monster. This realistically is just a dead Veno as we get to quickly jump back and see Razor die.
That's a dead Owned Me.
Yeah.
Owned Me has been owned.
But like in regards to that, if Entity make that play again and they go for over-aggression, they will get team wiped or 3-4 die. That point on which BKBs come online, like Monkey King, he's at the bottom of the course, right? Other than Kunkka.
Yeah.
Like he's not having this free game where one big team wipe suddenly, Monkey King's in our jungle, be scared, right? It's still a team effort, and Ghost Frogs, they got picked off a couple times bottom right. The tree died, then the Razor died, but they should be feeling pretty happy right now that their entire jungle isn't closed off.
Yeah, winning any fights from behind when you don't have BKBs against Tinker Veno, it's like, if you ask people to name heroes that you literally need to build BKB against, otherwise you lose, like Veno and Tinker are like top 5.
Yeah.
Both of them, if not top 3. It's like Veno, Tinker,
Throwing a
Zeus,
cheeky
I don't know.
Zeus, yeah.
Yeah. So pre-BKB timing, you're like not supposed to win fights right now as Ghost Frogs. So they just executed that last fight really well.
So what do they need to do to be able to continue to, not necessarily like have a lead, but just what are the plays that they need to do to make this game successful at this right now?
For Ghost Frogs, it's just keep up their defensive vision, play on kind of the trees. Don't try and take these more open engagements where you see here Entity. Like if J4
J4 again.
Exactly. I think Fishman might be going down here as well.
They have a whole other fight breaking out over on the side. You see the Bedlam coming out now from this Willow, followed up with the Ghost Ship. They should be a dead Toby if they can get enough damage off. Kataomi not able to do quite enough, but they will end up losing Dukamati. Couple rockets here. Do they go in? I think they chill now, yeah?
Now, going back to your question, it's the idea that Ghost Frogs, if they take any fight in vision or a place in which this tree can be a nuisance, going in and out, maybe getting a 2-3 mana overgrowth, and then you layer that with the Willow as well, suddenly Tinker's out of position, right? That's when they will thrive in these fights because of the defensive nature. So if you want Ghost Frogs to be able to, muster a dominant position in this game, honestly, being proactive is probably their biggest weakness. Like, they don't want to run across the river. They don't want to start trying to make things happen, because then you're running into a Plague Woods. Then you're running into a Monkey on the trees, or a Tinker spamming from, the fog. Play your own side of the map, farm 2-3 items on each hero, get that confidence, fight at Roshan, fight in your vision, look pretty good. And they're kind of doing that now. They've adjusted slightly. They're not, running at towers anymore. They don't feel that need to it. And I think this is a recipe for success if they can maintain this level of, farm and defend when ready.
I agree, and something about carry SF is that we just haven't seen a lot of it. And what a lot of people underestimate is his ability to just farm. Like, literally no points in raises, the guy just hits so hard because of his minus armor and the raw damage that he has. Look, he's top network, just hitting creeps. It actually favors him. He's like a Sven.
Fishman, he's got a Nightmare and a Fiend's Grip. He needs other people there fast, though, so it looks like he will fall to the Eye of the Storm. But the follow-up here from Crystallis, from Stormer, not going to be enough quite. Ooh, that last rocket. Able to cut down the tree.
We're just trading pathetic supports. That's okay. Position 5s don't matter. Although your mid tower does matter.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
No,
You can see kind of where the Bane Io combo came into play, where even if the Io wasn't there, even the Tinker, right? It's the fact that Fishman was trying to play very confident, I think maybe overconfident a little bit, but he runs up into the jungle, he nightmares one, grips another. You expect there to be that follow-up damage, right? But meanwhile Toby's in the mid lane. You can see Ghost Frogs, they have to respect this ability for out of anywhere. 4 heroes can appear, right? Io +1, Monkey from the trees, Tinker with a TP. Like that threat alone should install kind of the idea to Ghost Frogs that maybe we shouldn't be playing spread. Try and use the buddy system. And they kind of had that, right? Tree was with Razor, therefore Razor didn't die, Tree did. When Shadow Fiend farms mid, Willow should be in the area, Shadow Fiend shouldn't die, right? If they keep this going, Entity will feel quite uncomfortable looking for fights unless they have, maybe a BKB themselves or, some perfect setup fight because Veno's baited multiple heroes onto him.
Yeah, I'm honestly feeling pretty good about Ghost Frogs right now. I just, from what I've seen, this is the point of the game that they're actually really good at. And they have struggled in the early game and lost leads in the early game. So they're getting past that point. I also think SF is going to outfarm a Monkey King as a carry. So you're okay with how this game is going, even though it's kind of passive. It's weird saying that with an SF carry, but it's just how it is.
It's interesting too because, like you said, we don't see a lot of it, and it's just starting to get very, very popular now. Even saw this, it was fun, I was playing in a pub the other day, and our mid player, not a mid player, not at all, was like, what's the thing that I should be playing? And I said, SF, just don't build raises. He's like, you're kidding me, right? And I was like, no, play SF, don't play. He's like, this is some silly shit right here, boys. Like, it's that powerful, like you said. So definitely has that potential to become very, very scary for the side of Entity.
The real question is, what's going to be the first team to bring back Clock Shadow Fiend? Clock 5?
Oh my god.
Again.
Start breaking down the cogs.
Hey, I
souls.
love Clockwork. He's one of my favorite
That's
heroes.
actually pretty...
In a 5 position, I can see it easily coming back.
Good. That sounds pretty good.
Gets spotted out, has that BKB, but immediately Fiend grip 5 Fishmen. The gold erupted with Wukong's command follow up. That's a dead Toby. We go for overgrowth. J4 just gonna get clicked down though. Just too much damage. As now Olnet forced to go and use that ultimate. He is BKB. They're looking to get back in though over on the side of Entity. See Crystallis jumping into the trees. They're searching. They want this. I do have a little bit of vision here. Owned me. They're gonna know that
right
there
on the
was
ward.
that ward right over there on the side. Nukamati going back in on this bait. Does have the Bedlam, does have the Cursed Crown, but of course Kataomi is going to be able to keep him alive, keep him healthy. Spirit Rays coming out from Kataomi. This little Io is very, very dangerous. Is now Mastermind. Oh, he is masterly dead.
Nice, not little nightmare there from Fishman. Can we get another Fishman camera on the stream? Get a quick look at Fishman, see what he's looking like
Fish
right
cam?
now.
Tower is under attack.
Okay, that's good. I like that Crystallis is... There he is.
No, that's
no,
not
there
There
that.
he is.
Dire's middle
I don't know what any of these players look like.
I know you don't, because
So-
you always do this.
has fallen.
I have no idea.
So right there, Ghost Frogs kind of demonstrated the idea where they felt good because they were able to react a couple times. They get this double BKB timing, and they think that's kind of their game-winning moment, right? But they then run out of tier 1 tower, dive past it, and enable the draft of Entity. Entity have vision on the high ground, they've got the Venomancer Plague Wards, Monkey on the trees. They're not able to 100 to 0 heroes, so it does make it pretty uncomfortable. Now you see here, Entity, they are just running.
They are, but they managed to lifesteal right back up again. J4 is cut down by the Boundless. Nightmare coming through as Own Me's looking for the opening. Can they finish up on this Monkey King? Yes, they will. Now Fishman and Kataomi forced to run. Kataomi going to have to tether away as he's already lost Fishman, but Stormer Jomi back in. Doesn't look like he wants to go and just fight the rest of them. Not here, not right now.
This is like a ping pong match, you know? Both teams just throwing everything they have at the enemy side, like, we will win this fight, and they die. It's like, okay, wait, they're gonna come at us now.
It's cursed.
Oh, gosh. Oh, wait. Oh, what was the old chat? Someone said,
tip
dude.
is
He said
cursed.
tip is cursed.
Oh.
Oh, you sound disappointed it wasn't spicier.
No. I mean, I'm trying to understand. I guess, did he misclick the tip? Did he not want to tip him? Did he tip him on purpose?
I think he definitely wanted to tip him.
So, like, why
I mean,
is he...
Crystallis jumped in to the
Ooh.
race.
Trivia time. How many Plague Wards were killed this game so far? And a bonus question, is it higher or lower than Jenkins' age?
So, Jenkins...
Well, that's not how to spell my name. Just
also not how
FYI.
to spell Plague Wards.
Jenkins.
Too,
Who
but-
is Jenkin?
Jenkin. Please hold. Quickly, shoot out a number, go.
35.
35? Oof. No, I'm going to go with...
Walnut. Stormer's hunting. He's
Turns
looking
for
22.
for him here. He's going to back off, though. He's going to teleport away. He's already used that Requiem J4 coming into this area, but a little too late.
No, Sean
I'm
is higher than...
60.
Yeah, you're pretty old. I'm trying to... Sean
Not
is
older
way
than
more.
me. 8001, baby.
It's 41. It's 41. 41 Plague Wards. Sorry, I changed my number. 41.
41?
What,
Yeah.
what was my number?
You said like 20...
35.
I'll go,
You
I'll go,
said
I'll go
35.
69.
Nice.
What's nice about that?
It's
42.0.
very, like, rounded number, you know.
I
Oh, no! There's so many now.
27.
Yeah, 27.
I was close.
Wait, how old are you again?
Dire are
69.
scanning.
Cool.
Radiant's bottom
Nice.
tower is under attack.
Kaya picked up now for the Tinker.
I think the really nice thing about kind of lower division games is the idea that you see teams make these mistakes that maybe like a upper division team wouldn't make, and then you see on the fly how they
Correct.
quickly adapt to it, right?
Yeah.
Like Ghost Frogs, under pressure, they move defensively. They start playing defensively, it's working amazingly, but then they go aggressive, they lose one fight. Guys, back to defense. We can play defense into offense, you know? So it's really cool to see like the very small changes that a team has to make because they're kind of developing throughout the game. And I really just hope for Ghost Frogs that they just, they stay on their side of the river. Don't allow Entity to set up in their side of the jungle and then use that to your advantage. Like, vision is so critical in this game. J4 with some packet loss.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because if you look at what the vision is coming into this game from the side of Entity, right, you have a lot of options where, oh gosh, that is a dark room. You know, you've got the Monkey King, right, who gives vision. You've got Plague Wards that give vision. You've got Io Spirits that give vision. And then you look over at what's coming out from the side of Ghost Frogs, and it's a little bit more lacking.
I agree, but I think that you shouldn't call it packet loss because that's a loser's mentality. And you should call it that your packets are missing. But
On vacation.
On vacation.
On
but
holiday?
implying that they'll be coming back at some point. You don't want to associate anything with
No, but
loss.
like,
Back
if
to you,
you-
Moxie.
Just like Dad.
No.
He'll come back someday.
Daddy.
Don't worry. Don't worry. You're his little teacup.
Oh, my dad comes into my games and flames the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'll believe that.
Yeah.
I'll believe that 100%.
He does. I wish you were your brother. Son, get out of my house.
You can't run from the venomous one.
Okay, that was
Like-
weird.
Amazing.
That was
That's off of
weird.
it, yeah. What is the weirdest interruption you guys have ever had when
Holy
you're
shit,
playing
look at the
Dota?
size of that water.
That's a big bottle.
Oh my god, stay hydrated.
Not that big of a bottle.
The size of that.
Perspective.
Perspective,
Lord.
definitely.
My boy, he probably has really
Healthy kidneys, yes.
a healthy skin. The
Yeah,
skin.
water's very important.
The water is good for hydrate. Did you know your skin is 9% water?
What's
What is this?
It's a replay of you guys.
What is this?
That was a cool replay.
It's the hair toss from Tank.
The hair top?
I mean, like,
it was in my eyes.
at least we now know
Very
that
Omura.
when we're doing the draft,
Yeah.
that our shots are also being recorded. I thought it was separate. I didn't realize they could
It's a
have
draft. That's what I have
like a
That's what they call it
giraffe
in England.
with my beer.
your Bev.
What?
Yeah.
There we go.
That was my mom's name. What the?
Oh, there's another one. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize this was live.
Oh, little snuggle.
Oh,
little cuddle huddle.
Oh, yay! He came back for the hug.
I have a friend that has 2 belly buttons.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you have a friend who has like
Is
three
he
nipples?
like extra like powerful because of it? Because I feel like if you've got 2 nutrition lines into you, you should be more powerful, right?
No.
So the umbilical cord's
It's
for.
a disease.
He has a diseased belly button, 1 or 2.
Both of them are
Both
diseased.
of them are diseased.
Yeah, it's really unlucky.
That's very unfortunate. Thank God the game has started again, though. All right, here we go. So, Ghost Frogs are gonna hang out over in their jungle. They're not gonna try to force anything. Katsuomi's being very, very forward here, though.
Ooh, Storm's also going for quite a greedy build there, not going for an earlier BKB. I guess he's maybe thinking of the overgrowth coming into play there, but I would love to see Tinker just be able to get into the middle of the fight if needed, because when Monkey King gets jumped on, if you can support him with additional damage, or at least go, hey, look at me, I'm over here, that could be the game-changing moment where you have multiple forms of the cores getting in and out.
I think with Shiva's guard plus a BKB on Tinker, and Monkey drops this ult, it's going to be literally impossible for like almost any lineup to stand there and fight that. Even
with the Matrix as well, right? Like,
yeah, even with BKB, I think that's just hard. So that means that Ghost Frogs, when the BKB does come out on Tinker, even now they have to be careful, but they want to take these fights where they bait the Monkey King ult and then fight somewhere else. Or go for pickoffs. That also helps.
I think the thing that's interesting to me is that they don't have. They've got decent lockdown, right? All right, they've
It's
got
just
the.
Bane.
Well, don't forget the
No,
bounties,
I'm not talking
Sorry.
about Entity. I'm talking about Ghost Frogs.
Oh, okay.
right?
Oh, they got it
have-
in
Sure.
bucket.
Yeah. Oh, they're
loads.
good. They're
Yeah, they've got a decent amount. So it's
Tickety-boo.
like
Yeah.
generally you would think that this lineup is pretty good about skirmishing, right? Getting in and out. You got Blink Daggers online. Do have some ways to kind of hold the enemy team in place. Not much though, like I said, it's just a Bane. But that is something they're gonna have to be very, very cognizant of.
Look, okay,
Wait.
this really cool play. Ghost Frogs, they moved to top. Sorry, Entity tried to... wow, English is so hard. Ghost Frogs nearly tried to kill Tinker. They failed it, but Entity then instantly smoke up, bring up the Bane back here to then relocate back in, bring Tinker as well. So they're kind of just forcing a fight in their envision, but then they disengage. But the idea of that quick move where it's like, guys, Tinker just survived. Let's move back into the area. If they play too aggressive, they're already there. Of course, Ghost Frogs kind of read that and disengage a little bit, play under their own ward, but just the speed in which Entity were able to set that up under Tinker being ran at a little bit, that was pretty cool. Didn't transpire into anything, but I think it dies bottom instead.
Bottom lane, they'll find a nice pick off on Stormstormer.
Yeah, and that is the negative repercussion of what Entity just did, because if you move all your resources to top, and then Ghost Frogs still have some available lockdown in another lane, they'll be good to go to try and find that pick.
I will guarantee you, if you go look at the player camera of Stormstormer, he said Dark Willow has a Yule Scepter.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, you
there,
can see
that's
it. Yeah.
That
No,
was it.
Yeah.
oh, all right. Well, Toby's dead. Fiend's Grip comes out over onto the Raze.
Buyback?
Does have that BKB, but going to fall. Nukamati also
Double buyback.
falling out. Lots of buybacks. They want to get back in there. Crystallis with the BKB chases down Onmi. They'll get the kill. Following up, they'll get a kill on J4. Onmi looking for the opening here. Not
Always
just
going
quite
in.
but Stormstormer just keeps blinking forward, gets the laser off, gets the kill on Olnit, and cleans up. Looking, they were hoping that they could get themselves a Kunkka here too, but not going to be the case.
Oh, DD, Deso,
This is
right in front of Roche?
This is
All
now
right.
just, well, the DD is expiring, but this is very much the buyback of Ghost Frog can't retreat from this area. Buyback, take the fight, get Roshan. So I think Entity, they realized if we ever fight a Roshan, they're going to lose this fight, right? Like, unless they have everything set up, I don't think they can actually take a full perfect 5-on-5 in a confined area because Ghost Frog is
It's
so
too much
strong.
lockdown, like you were saying, right?
Yeah.
And it's too impossible with what they have.
And you have to give this to the Tinker as well. He got picked off bottom. I hope for, Tinker's sake, he realizes maybe the BKB is more important than going for like a Bloodstone. I think he needs to...
No, he's going for the Bloodstone.
Is he actually- oh.
I think so.
This is
He's sending his...
he's got the BKB on there though too.
yeah, but he's
sending
sending
the
Yeah,
courier.
he's sending it,
secret
yeah.
shop. He's got
Yeah.
the spell lifesteal
I mean, this
item.
is classic Stormstormer,
What the hell?
honestly, right?
What's that thing? Spell lifesteal item code? Nobody builds it other than Bristle and
Who?
for
What?
Bloodstone. The spell lifesteal.
Voodoo
Mask.
Voodoo
Yes,
Mask, yeah.
of course.
Which-
Okay, so I guess the reason why he's doing Bloodstone is because he has the Aegis, right? He's treating the Aegis like it's his, pseudo BKB to some degree. Let's go for the greedier item. This could be the undoing of Entity, where if Tinker plays aggressive, gets picked off, suddenly doesn't have the defensive mechanism to get out. But, again, I'm pleasantly surprised at how close this game is because of how Ghost Frog's lineup just scales really nicely.
Look at
into
this, even
game.
go for a teleport as well. They want to just get rid of Onmi here. They'll be giving a couple clicks. Crystallis should be able to dish out enough damage where Razor is just no longer in their area.
Yeah, and this way Entity, they're going to use this one kill. Like, their defensive vision at this point in the game gets the kill, run across the map,
They
right?
brought back a different friend this time though.
Yeah, just keep going.
Keep going.
If you click on Razor, you see he's got a lot of, smaller items in his inventory. Like, you've got the
gonna get
Perseverance,
him.
the ring, yeah.
Oh,
That was cool because
if a monkey cuts down a tree in the forest and no one is looking, does it make a sound?
monkeys are people too. If they hear it, somebody hears it.
Do you know that they hear it though?
I do.
How do you know?
The monkey told me they can communicate.
Which monkey?
He's actually a content creator on Arkosh.
No. The monkey is on the team.
Oh,
Literal actual monkey. It's just a
I was
monkey.
wondering about that. Does he use a
Oh, yes,
puppet
all right,
when
yeah.
he's playing?
Sorry, my
No,
bad.
he's just actually a monkey.
He's actually just a monkey.
Like an ape from the zoo. Yeah, Arkosh had
He's
no
got
other...
very human features.
Yeah, he's a good-looking monkey. What can I say?
Yeah, good for him. Let's drive the other monkeys mad.
Dire's top tower
1, 2, 3. Down goes the tower. Middle lane. Mastermind seems like he wasn't quite sure what to do with that information as he walked right into him.
That's a beautiful moment where, Kunkka's just splitting the wave, but the way in which he blinks into it...
Stormstormer's like,
run!
oh
no! But it's like, wait,
dead.
he's
Is there
X'd
more?
himself.
It's like, oh, wait.
Oh, we're good.
Are we Gucci, boys?
Full Hurricane Pike online now for Shadow Fiend. Help a little bit more with that positioning.
Yeah, this is very much a farming Aegis unless Ghost Frogs put themselves in a position where Entity wants to take the fight. I think Entity, they're respecting the fact that if they blindly running into an area, they don't have time to set up with the Venomancer, with Bane getting off that clutch, Nightmare on one, Grip on another. So they're using this Aegis, eat through that 7 minutes. If a fight presents itself, they'll take it, but they're not actively seeking it. They did just draw a circle, around the triangle. And with a DD, maybe that kind of motion changes. Okay.
Yeah, they're going. It's go time.
The good old DD smoke and go.
Using Toby as bait. Come and get him. Nukamati throwing out the Bramble Mace. But they can sense something doesn't seem right. You can see the way that Ghost Frogs are immediately retreating.
Ooh, follow
So
the axe.
Mastermind is going to be the sacrificial lamb here. Tops that BKB, running for his life, but there's so much damage on Crystallis. This turns right back around, jumps forward, hopping through. Can they finish him off? One more hit will do the trick, and now Olnit needs to be very careful. That boat does connect. They've got the balance, they've got the dust. That's going to be another BKB. He's going to wind up with that record of himself, but the BKB from Crystallis will mean that he doesn't run away at all. Onmi back down here, and there's just so much damage. Fishman trying to get into position, wants to go for that Fiend's Grip, but you can can see Toby.
Toby's in.
Toby wants this. He's got a Stormstormer on his side. That Overgrowth doesn't do anything. It's a dead Ulnet and a dead J4. And somehow this Tinker, still alive and kicking, will take a little bit of damage from Nukamati. Oh my god, Crystallis with the 2 hits and the smiles coming out from Stormstormer.
Yeah, again, this is just the way in which Entity they know when they want to take that fight, right? Like they're chilling, they're waiting for Ghost Frogs to make a move, they expect a move to happen, it's kind of expected, but instead, they wait, they get a DD, and then they ramp up that aggression, they find that beautiful little pick-off into Kunkka. Because they kill Kunkka, that's when they don't care about anything that Ghost Frog has. It doesn't matter if they have BKBs, defensive spells, better positioning, it's just the fact that without Kunkka, you're 5v4, you run them down. Toby just planted himself underneath your tier 2.
Yeah, what the hell was that? He was in, and he was prepped for that, man.
The key thing for Ghost Frogs is they bought these BKBs so early that now they're 6 seconds. They need to make sure that if they take a fight, it's a BKB into damage, kill the hero, disengage if they didn't win the fight convincingly enough. In this moment, they BKB'd on the retreat, and that enables Tinker with the Shivas to just, blink, Shivas, find them again, kill them off, and the Entity that is bide their time, and he does have to, yeah.
I hate Tinker. I hate that. That is so frustrating to watch.
The question is, do you think Tinker would be deleted as a hero if you added a little bit of delay?
Deleted. It's Nukamati. As the rest of the Ghost Frogs coming back, but they're nowhere near this tower. This tower is going to just belong to Entity. And honestly, they can just do whatever they like here. This living armor is like it's not even existent.
Yeah, now that Tink has the BKB, it's like, yo, lads, it doesn't matter that I don't have buyback. Just follow me. I'm going to be able to do this. And I think we kind of lightly touched on it. It's the fact that Tinker, the reason why it's such a strong hero, and I'm sure everyone who's watching this knows why, you rearm, you always will, 9 times out of 10, you'll get the blink off, right? There is, even if you're under like dots and damage and whatnot, you can get the blink off. And I think if
very pleased with himself here, doesn't he?
I mean, if you're a mid laner playing Tinker and you're just blinking around the map, killing anything that moves, you're having a pretty good time.
It's not. That's cool. Just a farming reload. No, I disagree. It's not satisfying to play Tinker. It's just muscle memory. It is the most muscle memory. It's like eating cereal in the morning, but not good cereal, like French Toast Crunch or something.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that cereal either.
It's just like eating cornflakes or something, just something normal, but without milk.
But like playing Tinker in a winning game, it feels like playing a mobile game where you're just like spamming buttons and you're still winning, It's like, ha 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 ha.
Is that a casual shade thrown at mobile gamers?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Perch would be very mad at you for that.
I'm a mobile gamer
You are a mobile gamer.
He has been indoctrinating me.
No, I mean like, when you play mobile games, right, they're just satisfying, they're just, you just press buttons like, yeah, I'm the best, oh, same thing here.
Is that what they sound like, T?
I mean, sounds like me when I play them. That's what I sound like when I play them.
Really?
My mom plays mobile games.
All right, Toby. Like they'll find themselves a Bane, but he's going to throw out the Nightmare immediately, try to buy himself just a little bit more time because he is fairly important to these fights, but he's not going to be able to survive for long enough. As J4 also just absolutely obliterated. And you can see over in the side, Toby getting clicked down. They'll find a kill on Nukamati. Owned me next to die. Ulnet standing patiently here, was thinking about going for the ultimate, but again, Stormstormer is coming back in. Nice hop away here. We'll get Fear to the other direction, I think, than what they thought. As Stormstormer is searching, they've already left.
Yeah, Entity are doing a really good job, but when the fight starts, they're attacking from so many angles that Ghost Frogs, if they're not in the correct position, they're just being picked apart. You see Tree out in the river by himself, Willow here with Mastermind. On the southern side of the fight, you've got, Shadowfiend, Shadowblading out. Like, because Entity are just jumping straight away, they're able to fully disconnect Ghost Frogs. And I think we could probably lean this more towards Ghost Frogs. They are putting themselves in the position of open areas, not utilizing the defensive mechanisms that they have. So, you see Crystallis giggling here. It's, guys, they're just in the river. Just kill them. It's probably one of the best places for Entity to fight, is in the open, in the river. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they can take almost any fight at this point. Like, dealing with Tinker at 35 minutes when he's not losing is just frustrating. It's just frustrating. 18k gold lead, it's like, it might be the worst hero in Dota currently to be at a gold deficit against.
Oh, it's also kind of...
Look at him. He just jumps forward, rearms. Ulnet gets spooked here. At the smoke break.
There's no
There's
getting
a
away from it.
Willow.
Yeah, you don't.
Madi
There's
just gets
no run.
obliterated.
Like this is a thing where in Dota is if you have, let's say, like a classic would have been, you know, some Zeus PA style thing, right? Some Lesh PA, where you have to itemize to deal with the early damage of the magic hero, but then there's a physical damage component in the drop, right? Same thing with Tinker. Like, he's so overwhelmingly annoying that even if you are, like, when you're behind, you need to buy BKB to survive him. But then there's a monkey, you know, running from the trees as well. Like, it's such a big 1-2 punch, and this is now just turning into the Stormer Tinker highlight reel, where we'll just be focusing on him,
Wait,
TPing
he
into
X'd
lanes.
himself.
Just look at him. He doesn't care.
Is this the most epic bait of all time?
I don't know, but it's going to be pretty hard for them to get their hands on
It's
Stormtrooper
not.
because he does have the BKB. This goes. Is he going to just keep following is the question. Blink
Just memeing.
forward again.
In a good way, not
He's just
not a
all
bad way.
over the place here. They've used the Eye of Storm jumps forward right next to Own Me. We'll back off. Does have the refresher again. Running a little
One
bit
more
low on
blink.
that mana, but
I hate
still
this.
able
Oh, what is
to do
this?
so much with the reload. They'll
Oh,
take
no.
down Own Me. He is now Own Mastermind hiding here in the
There's no
corner.
TP.
They use the spirits. They know exactly where this Kunkka is, and they will slaughter him slowly. And just giving him the tickles. I feel bad for our observer. It's very hard to follow everything. Oh, there's another
just
guy
mid.
breaking out across the map.
Yeah, I'll relocate
Oh
him
my
back.
goodness, Stormers on a monster kill streak, and is doing nope. That's gonna be Crystallis takes it. Pew pew pew.
Okay, so we saw as well in DPC where Brame ran this is like they had Tinker was their win condition. They had no carry, but only Tinker, and you can kind of see why, right? Like when you get to the point of a lead, of course, before this, you know, Shiva's antics started in the last like 5 minutes running
Oh,
around.
timeless
Left the
relic,
timeless
kill me
relic.
now.
Oh,
Left
kill
it on
me.
the ground,
Sit down,
though.
Jenkins.
Oh
It's
my
okay. You're not in the
God.
game. Don't
Pick it
worry.
up.
But like, it's just the fact that yeah, Tinker can take over the game, and unfortunately for Ghost Frogs,
Oh,
it's just kidding. Off screen.
This is
Oh, nice. We now have a camera just for Stormstormer.
Oh,
Thank you
excellent.
very much.
Very good. Yeah, oh, just literally immortal. Just standing there
It's
tanking
snowing.
tower.
It's snowing around Stormstormer. So much icy goodness.
Crystallis, they're just getting real cheeky.
Oh, here we
They're
go.
all dead.
Here we
They
go,
for the
baby.
fountain dive. They go right in. They
Oh,
get
the
Sonic
one
out.
shot.
Get
Somebody
J42.
kills
Bam!
themselves, J4. They're just slaughtering everyone.
Couple old chats down the road. 3 buybacks are available, Moxie, but will they want to use it inside
I don't
this?
think they want to.
Oh!
They will call the GG.
Dude,
Oh.
They
what a
can't- oh my
bad
goodness, they
way
can't even
to
get
end the
the
game.
main.
It's like, get the fuck out of my game.
Sorry.
My God. Legendary end.
Oh,
All right.